we are again, and it's still sunny. How are you all getting along? Hope you're coping all right. I know some of you have had letters telling you to stay home for 12 weeks. It's a long time, but I'll keep you company as best I can, keep you moving, and hopefully you've got somebody close by that can help you out with shopping and what have you. There's a lot of kindness out there, so make the most of it, don't struggle. There's been a lot of, I'm going to take these off, they go a bit dark, don't they, in the sun. There's been quite a lot on the internet about a Qigong set called Baduan Jin. 8 pieces of brocade, the mole's been here again. 8 pieces of brocade. Baduan, B-A-D-U-A-N, Jin, J-I-N. So I thought I'd give you a version. I've known this version since my early Tai Chi days, so it's quite a simple one. And it's general energy work, so opening all the meridians around the body and giving you a nice stretch as well. So we'll start just with a few moments of relaxing, calming, just bringing ourselves to the breath. There's somebody very busy with carpentry somewhere, banging and sawing. I apologise. Everybody's out making the most of this weather. So we begin with our usual check through. Feet are a shoulder's width apart. A little softness at the back of the knees. And we think about the spine like a string of pearls is the expression. That would be one expensive string of pearls. So trying to straighten out some of the curves. Taking your tailbone a little bit forward, just isolating from the waist, don't tip yourself. So we're isolating from the waist, bringing the hips a little forward. It's like you're going to sit down on a bar stool, if you can remember what that's like. Shoulders relaxed, not pulled back, keep the chest soft. Too tight in the chest you won't be able to breathe properly. So we want to relax all the upper body, and the breath will come hopefully down towards the diaphragm, using the whole of the lung cavity. And some of you may be able to incorporate a little bit of abdominal breathing. So as we're breathing in, lungs expand, diaphragm lowers, and the abdomen can expand. It's not to be forced though, because you'll start to feel a bit sick, a bit dizzy. And the out breath, the abdomen retracts, diaphragm back up under the ribs, air out. Throughout any Qigong exercise, you should have the tip of your tongue just resting lightly on the upper palate, just behind your front teeth. And we'll just stand calmly. I was going to say you could sit for this, but I haven't got a chair, so I can't demonstrate. Allowing the breath to come naturally, that gentle rise and fall, in and out through the nose wherever possible. Feet rooting downwards, deep and wide to earth, and the crown of the head lifting upwards towards space. And we have our usual opening movement, breathing in, bringing the arms up. This isn't one of the 8, this is just my opening, and pressing down. So as we're breathing in, we're taking the focus to the feet, so you can grip the toes a little and follow that right up through the body, pulling up the pelvic floor, carry on to the top of the head, and then we breathe out, taking the focus from above the head all the way back down to your feet. One breath if possible, double up if necessary. And a little pressure under the palms. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. Last time, in and out. So the first of the eight is holding up the sky. We're going to bring the arms up the front, palms on top, elbows open. Carry them on up past the face, rotating. I might need to come down for this. So rotating as you lift them upwards and look up towards your hands and down. And relax. Coming up. Always start with an in-breath. And again you can double up if necessary, breathe out as you press. Then we can have a second breath, halfway, breathing out to finish. So we're breathing one breath if you can, in, out. And in, I'm going to sneeze I think. Shoo! Excuse me. And out. Come up the centre front, rotate and extend. Relax, rotate and down. Holding up the sky. Next one, drawing a bow to shoot the eagle. So again, various versions of this, some more complicated than the others. We're bringing the hands up, drawing back. We did something similar in the lung set, I think, didn't we? The immune system. So we're pulling back and opening out to the side. So your hand at the side should be with the thumb open, your tiger jaw. Noisy little child. Enjoying the weather too. Breathe in. And we're going over with the bent arm. And back. Breathe in. Breathe out. And settle. Good stretch across the front of the shoulders. rotating the arms. We're in shoulder width position. Falling down the hole. Arms come up. So we're going to rotate them in opposite directions. One going down, one going up. And we finish with our arms almost like an S shape or a backward S shape, whichever way we're going. And we come back to the centre. Rotate and extend. And release. And I am breathing in with the extension and out as I come back down, or in, and out. Relax. Looking backwards, this is quite different from one that I practice now, but yes, I quite like this one. So you begin by turning your head, your left, my right, sorry, turning the head, then you take the shoulders, and finally you take the hips. Take care with your other knee, don't let that one be put under strain. But we're turning. Then you're going to go down into those roots and uncoil. Hips, shoulders, and finally your face, your head. Sometimes things come to mind when you're doing this movement. The idea is that if it is something that you no longer want, that no longer serves you, if it comes to you while you're looking backwards, you leave it there and come through back to the front without it. So we're going first to your left, my right. In breath to the back. Firm onto the feet and return. So your head, your shoulders, your hips and back. Hips, shoulders and head. Tongue still on the palate. One last one. And to the front. Wide legs. Rocking the pelvis. So again, this is quite a simple version. We're going to bend both knees and not too much weight on them, just resting your hands. And then we're going to push your right leg into the floor and come up straight to that position. So I just want to talk a little about that position. When you're forward, obviously your back is angled. when you come straight, we need to make sure that you bring the tail, the hips right underneath. Don't leave them halfway. So we want to finish, the finished position, if we start with a straight body, just bend one knee, tip over diagonally over the bent knee, and look to the other side. Okay. Obviously, the more you bend down in the first pace, the more you're going to be tilting, rocking the pelvis. To your left, push. Tuck it right in. Breathe out, come back to centre. And pushing. Feel the movement in your lower back. Push down into the floor, nicely rooted at your straight leg. Most of the weight on the other side. No, not most of it, maybe what, 3/4? And come up straight. Sneezes make me sniffle a bit, apologies. Hands join the feet. Now your feet may seem a long way away. Okay. If you can't get to your feet, you can come just to your thighs or to your shins, preferably not onto the knees. Don't press and lock the knees. We're going to circle the arms out, right up to the top. You're probably going to lose my hands. Palms facing forwards. Bring them down to wherever you can comfortably reach. Relaxing the back. So in the first instance, we are rounded back. So we might be here, here, or here. And then we need to pull out the spine as straight as you can. Elbows back so you're not rounding. So elbows back, whether we're there, there, or there. Never seen myself doing that exercise. It'll be interesting to see how straight my spine is. I hope it's straight. Feels straight. We'll see. Breathe in. And out. Relax back, looking back through your legs. Breathe in. Pull out the spine. Somebody's pulling at the top of your head. Relax again. And unfold through the vertebrae. And up. Forwards. Out breath. Breathe in and stretch. Out breath, relax. And lift. And 1. And 2. 3. Stretch out. 4. Soften and lift. last time. Two more to go. So that's probably the biggest stretch in the set. Making fists and bringing the hands to rest on your hips. Not like this, pulling back. You're going to punch forward. We always start with the left, so I'm in the mirror. As you punch forward, you come diagonally inwards, so the fist finishes right in front of your centre line. And we rotate until the palm is facing downwards. So palms up at the waist, at the hips, palms down in the extension. And you can do this with what they call fire in your eyes. It's connecting with your liver energy, your eyes. So really it's just as you're punching, you're staring a little. Bend the knees. Breathe in. And punch. Breathe in. And punch. And in. Down. Final movement, dropping into the heels. Come up onto the toes, hold it briefly, and then drop down. Vibrating the chi up your spine, up your governor vessel. Breathe in, drop. Breathe in, drop. Breathe in. Now you can do this a bit quicker and rub your kidneys at the same time. So you have your hands and we jog up and down onto the heels and rub the back at the same time. I have to say it's not very comfortable. Closing. Tongue back still on your palate. Breathe in. Down centre front. Pressing, release. So each movement should have one part that is soft, the yin part, one part that is a bit stronger, the yang part. Breathing in yin, out, press. In. And out. Return to your breath, relax your body. Get your kidneys, give them a good rub, shake off your legs and your hands. Until next time, keep practicing.